Hi and welcome. Today we will explore Azure Application Gateway by building a practical routing example between the applications. We are going to understand Application Gateway fundamentals. We will have a real-world use case, and also we will discuss the benefits, and also we will implement Web Application Firewall, WAF. An Application Gateway is Azure's Layer 7 application level load balancer that provides advanced traffic management for the web applications. The core concepts of the Azure Application Gateway is the front-end IP configuration, the entry point, private or public IP where the clients connect. We have the listeners defines the protocol, port or host accepts the traffic on. We have the backend pools, collection of servers, VMs, app servers, IP addresses, and so on to handle the requests. We have routing rules, which connects listener to the backend pool based on the URL path or hostname. And also we have HTTP settings. Now let's talk about some key features of the Application Gateway. URL-based routing, path-based or host-based. SSL, TLS, terminations. Sessions, affinity, cookie-based. Auto-scaling capabilities, web application firewall, WAF integration, and also health monitoring. Now let's discuss about an example. Imagine we have a bidding websites where our users are able to upload images and videos about a product that they are going to sell. And they are going to upload some descriptions and also the content like image and video describing the situation of the product. And then when they upload this content to the website, to the front end, then our front end is going to call the application gateway here. And the application gateway is going to decide by the path if the path contains a video or image, then application gateway is going to redirect the request to the corresponding web application or the server that is going to process the content of the image if it is describing the item or not in this example. And why we are doing that, why we should do two server here. Because for example, in this case, processing video will use or will require to have much more powerful server and hardware for processing the video. In the other hand, processing image might be much easier. What we are going to focus now is our application gateway and how application gateway enables us to basically load balance our request to the corresponding underlying systems based on the route layer 7. And also after we implemented our demo for today, I will show you how you can also enable the WAF that you can boost also your web security requests. For the sake of simplicity and saving time, I will basically ignore this part of the drawing, and we are going to send the request by the browser to the application gateway and we see the result there. And without any further, let's dive in. I am logged in Azure and I'm going to create a virtual network because our Azure Application Gateway needs to have a dedicated subnet. And let's do that. From here, virtual network, create. We create a new resource group. I will call it RG Gateway. VNet Gateway, the name of our virtual network. And we will go with the default. Okay, the deployment is succeeded. The next step is to create two app services. From the menu, app service, okay, here we choose our newly created resource group. The name, I will call it web image, some random numbers, and for the stack, I will go with .NET 10, West Europe, and we go to the next database. We don't want a database to be deployed. I will disable the application insights for the demo and create. Okay, the web application is deployed, and let's go to create the other one. In another tab, I will open App Services, create. This one, web video, probably it's free, but I will also put the same random numbers, and .NET 10 in the same West Europe. Then next tab is the database. We don't want that. Also in the networking, we will use the public access, and that is fine. To the monitoring, I will disable the application insights, tags, and create. Okay, the deployment is done. Okay, let's go to the web application for the images, and here under the development tools, we will find the application, the app service editor preview. Open the editor. Here we create a folder. Images, and under this folder I would create a file, default.html, and I will paste this HTML tag hi from the image app because then in the request we are going to see where the response is coming from. So it is saved automatically. If we go now to the overview and we click on this URL, and at the end, if I add here images, we are going to see our response back from what we made so far. Okay, now let's do the same for the video application. So here quickly I will go to the resource, also app service editor, open editor. Here I would create a folder, we call it videos, new file, default.html. And I also paste this content. So let's go back to the overview of the video website, and also we click on the URL. If now I will add videos here. We should be able to see the related content. Okay, let's go on and create our application gateway. In the search bar, I will search for application gateway. Create. I choose our resource group. Should give it a name. In the West Europe, and I don't want to enable any auto scaling because we will keep the machines that are handling these load balancing stuffs will remain to the one for the demo. So I will prevent the cost. And here we will choose our network and our default subnet. We go to the front end. And here, yes, I would like to add a new IP address. We call it IP gateway. And next we will go to the backend. And here I would like to add both my web application, the image and the videos to the backend pool. So let's call it here images pool. Here is the app service. And this is the images. Also, we do the same step for the video. Let's go to the configuration. I'm going to add a routing rule. We will call it role 1, priority of 100, listener 1, and then in the next tab backend targets, by default I will choose the image pool, and we will add a new backend settings. Here just give it a name, setting 1. We are going to use HTTPS, and we will go on with the public CA. Here we are going to use the hostname of the web service or web services or app service of the Azure, and here we will also choose the hostname from the backend target. And based on that, I create add. Now here the next step is to create or add our targets. So here I am going to go on with images like this, and we call it image target, for example, and we go with our setting, and we are going to target our image pool. I create add, and also we are going to create one also for the videos. With our setting and with the video pool, and we create add. We click add. Okay, now we have our front end in place, our routing role, and also our backend pool. Here, after the validation, I'm going to now click the create button, and I will wait for the deployment to be finished, and then I will be back. Let's go to the resource. And from our gateway, I will grab here the front-end IP address. And if we go, for example, to this tab, Okay, we got the response from our video app service. And also if I put here images, we should be able to see also the response coming from our images app service. I would like to talk about WAF or WAF because it's also a really important and useful feature of the application gateway, which is built in. And basically, web application firewall is a security feature that protects web applications from common exploits and vulnerabilities based on OWASP core rule sets. Common threats that WAF protects against are SQL injection, for example, malicious SQL code in the inputs, cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery, remove file inclusion, or protocol violations. And now let's go back to the Azure Gateway overview and see how we can enable WAF. From the setting, Web Application Firewall, and here I will enable the WAF version 2, and we can create a new policy, let's say 1. I click on the save. And now if we see the policy, we can go to the manage rule in this section, and we can see that there are some manage rules by default, like OWASP, and these are the rules that are defined and enabled. So you can go on and make use of them for your application based on your business requirements. By the way, if you are interested about how you can make use of AI to recognize a specific object from your content like images and video, you can definitely watch my video, which is currently appearing on the screen. And I would like to thank you for watching and hopefully see you in the next one. Until then, bye.